Hi there, it's Louise here of Timeless Craft Mama, and today I'm sharing a scrapbook layout process video with you created for Off the Rails Scrapbooking August 2016 Moodboard Challenge. So you can see that the challenge board had lots of inspiration, and I was initially a bit unsure of what I was going to create, but I ended up going with the green sparkly lips. That was my inspiration for this page. So what I've done is I've just taken some white cardstock and I've trimmed that and mounted it onto some just plain old green cardstock. And I'm taking this 6x6 paper pad and I'm just trimming up some of the papers so that I can build a little cluster around my photo. Now I did specifically pick this photo based on the mood board because I wanted to use some of the inspiration words from the mood board to actually create this layout. So you would have seen at the start that the layout was entitled Courage. So I've used the words faith and courage from the mood board, and that's what formed the basis of this layout. Now, with that in mind, I chose this photo of Master C, and he was jumping off of our kitchen bench into his daddy's arms. So I really thought it was a great way to record this memory by titling my page with the words faith and courage. So that was the secondary inspiration for the page. The first, as I said, was the use of the green lips. So what I did to the background of the page was I'm actually going to take some whipped spackle, and if you haven't used whipped spackle before, I'd recommend getting your hands on some because it is so delicate in texture. It works through a stencil really well and it gives such a great finish. So now that I'm happy with the cluster, I've just marked where that's going to go, and that's when I'm going to apply the whipped spackle through one of the Kaisercraft grunge stencils, and it's just these circle elements. Now what I'm going to do once I've applied that through the stencil is I'm going to use some Stupendous lime green sparkle embossing powder, and I'm just going to sprinkle that over the whipped spackle and use my heat gun to dry it. Now off camera, what I've actually done is I've set it with the heat gun, but then I've also let it dry naturally, so let the whipped spackle set fully and then heat set it again so that that Stupendous actually heats into that whipped spackle. So it gives this really great sparkly finish to the layout. I've gone ahead and added some background stamping and gone to part print and part sticker and thicker my title. Now off camera I've also made this banner using washi tapes in green sparkle and just plain, and also just some plain card folded over some twine. So it certainly was a bit of a labour of love, this layout, and although I haven't showed you everything, there's certainly you can get the gist of how this particular layout came together. I'm going to just ink around the edges, work out where I want the placement to go, stick everything down. I've also added just a little cluster with a flare button and some extra flowers, and that's the finished layout. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.